Hey Salmon Runners! Big Run has already come and gone, and its results have left us with a bit of a controversy in the Splatoon community, and that's what I'd like to discuss with y'all today. Before we fully get into it though, please consider subscribing, as it would really help me out to make more content. Alright, so this controversy originates where they all do, twitter.com, and it basically started as soon as the results for Big Run came in. Many people were surprised to learn that the high score threshold to be in the top 5% of players was much higher than they were expecting. The results showed that only people with a high score of 137 golden eggs or higher would be eligible for the best rewards. Those rewards being the golden Koizuna statue and a golden Big Run badge. Many people were upset that they didn't qualify for these, so they spoke up about it. Now, there was definitely some confusion about how the results would work leading up to them, and I'd like to talk about that first. So part of the reason I think people were so shocked by these results was the way Nintendo explained them, mainly with this image. I can definitely see how some people would take a quick look at the image and think, oh, I just need to get a score of 102 and I'm good. But if you read the text about the top 5, 20, and 50%, you'll probably realize that's not the case. If the text is talking about high scores from these percentages of players, that clearly wouldn't be possible to determine until after the Big Run had occurred, meaning these won't be the actual scores you need to get. And there was also another image like this if you looked at the in-game manual. These images were never intended to be more than example images from Nintendo, but I definitely think they could have made that more clear. However, this was only a small part of the issue. A lot of conversation started about how the results shouldn't be based on high scores at all, and that it's unfair for Nintendo to lock the best rewards behind scores that only top players can get. Well, I have a simple answer to the part about the rewards. They're just cosmetics and you shouldn't worry about missing out on them. In most modern online multiplayer games, being able to have all the cosmetics is completely unfeasible due to having to spend real money on them, and Splatoon is a pretty big outlier in this way. I see it as a pretty big luxury that Splatoon is as generous with its cosmetics as it is. Now, this is due to the $60 price tag we all pay to play the game, but most multiplayer games just aren't even made like this anymore. The point is, most Splatoon fans are used to being able to collect all the cosmetics, so I can understand why it's frustrating to miss out on these, but there's really no point in letting it get to you since they really won't affect your experience with the game at all, and this is a common thing in most other games. Many of these other games even have special rewards for the top ranked players as well. See Overwatch and Apex. As for the high score aspect of the results, I think it's completely reasonable for the players who played the best to be rewarded accordingly. I've seen many suggestions that Big Run results should work differently, that it shouldn't be based on a high score, like it should be based on the total number of eggs you collected, but I don't think anything like that would really work. Something like that would just reward the players who grinded the hardest, not the ones who actually played the best. Plus, that would be encouraging people who want to place highly to play the game for the full entire 48-hour Big Run period, which is just completely unhealthy, and I think Nintendo would definitely want to avoid that. I've been playing Salmon Run since the day Splatoon 2 came out, and the support it got in that game was nothing compared to what it's getting now. Some people may be dissatisfied with the high score based direction Nintendo is pushing Salmon Run, but I'm just glad they have a direction for the mode at all. As for my own reaction to the results, I was surprised by them too, but for the exact opposite reason. I was expecting the threshold for the top 5% of players to be a lot higher, just because of the amount of people I saw getting more than 200 eggs per shift, which is nuts. Seriously, those scores will never not blow me away. So I was pretty pleased to find out that I actually did place in the top 5%. If you're someone who's disappointed that you didn't place in the top 5%, I want to heavily encourage you to keep playing Salmon Run, keep improving at the mode, and try again in the next Big Run, because I know you can do it, even if it'll take some work. The great thing is there's currently tons of resources to help you improve at the mode, way more than there were during the Splatoon 2 days. Salmon Run is a mode that has so much depth, so much to learn, but there are so many good places to learn from. You might even be able to expect some of that content coming from me in the future. Stay tuned to the channel, but I really hope I'm not sounding too dismissive of all the players who didn't make top 5%. That's not at all what I'm trying to do here. I really just want to be encouraging because I truly believe everyone has what it takes to be good at the mode, and that's what I want the thesis of this video to be. I'm not going to say Big Run is perfect because it definitely isn't. Many people find it lacking, and I can see where they're coming from, but Nintendo changed Splatfest, so hopefully they can improve Big Run too. When it comes to the results, I think it would be best to keep the high score system as is, but add an additional results screen that counts the total number of eggs collected by all players, and they can distribute rewards based on the community total. That way there's more of a collaborative aspect to the event. But that's all of my thoughts about the controversy and everything I wanted to say. So now it's your turn to let me know what you think about all this. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll leave you a little heart to let you know I read it. Peace out, salmon owners.